Financial Rookie had spent years waiting for this moment. His first paycheck, the solution to all his financial problems, or so he thought. Because 3 weeks later, most of the money was gone. Not stolen, not invested, not donated to charity. Just gone. Which raised an important question. How does someone spend an entire paycheck and have almost nothing to show for it? Well, Financial Rookie was about to find out. Meet Financial Rookie. A regular guy trying to build wealth, one mistake at a time. And today's mistake begins the same way many financial disasters begin, with confidence, a dangerous amount of confidence, the kind of confidence that comes from seeing money in your account for the first time and immediately assuming you'll always have money in your account. Spoiler alert, he would not. Payday arrived on a Friday. Rookie checked his bank account, then checked it again, then checked it a third time. Not because anything had changed, but because looking at money felt surprisingly enjoyable. For a brief moment, Rookie felt wealthy. Not financially secure, not financially independent. Wealthy. This was the first mistake, because Financial Rookie wasn't looking at his paycheck. He was looking at his spending potential, and his spending potential looked incredible. The first purchase was reasonable, a nice meal. Nothing wrong with that. The second purchase was understandable, a pair of shoes, still fine. The third purchase was questionable. The fourth purchase suggested Rookie had stopped consulting his brain. The fifth purchase appeared to have been approved entirely by emotion. And by the end of the weekend, Financial Rookie had somehow turned a paycheck into a shopping spree. The strange thing, every purchase felt small. Every purchase felt justified. Every purchase felt harmless. Future Rookie would eventually disagree. By the second week, Rookie had developed a fascinating financial strategy. Whenever he wanted something, he bought it. It was a simple system. A terrible system, but a simple one. Hungry, order food. Bored, online shopping. Stressed, treat yourself. Happy, treat yourself. Sad, definitely treat yourself. At this point, Rookie had successfully transformed every human emotion into a spending category. The delivery drivers knew him by name. The online stores knew him by name. Even his bank was starting to recognize a pattern. The only person who didn't recognize the pattern was Rookie. Then, something unexpected happened. Bills arrived. Financial Rookie had completely forgotten about bills. Not because he didn't have them, because they were boring, and boring things tend to disappear from Rookie's attention until they become expensive. Rent, internet, phone, transportation. Life had apparently decided to charge money. Again. 3 weeks after payday, Rookie opened his banking app, then immediately closed it, then opened it again. The number was exactly the same, which was unfortunate, because the number was much smaller than he expected. Rookie stared at the screen. The screen stared back. Neither side had good news. For a moment, Rookie considered the possibility that the bank had made a mistake. But after reviewing his transactions, it became clear. The bank was innocent. Financial Rookie had personally conducted this operation against his own finances, one small purchase at a time. And this is where things get interesting, because most people imagine financial failure as one giant event, a bad investment, a huge debt, a terrible decision, but that's not usually how it happens. More often, money disappears quietly, silently. A subscription here, a delivery there, a purchase you forgot about, a convenience fee you didn't notice, tiny leaks, everywhere. Psychologists call part of this mental accounting. which is a fancy way of saying your brain can be surprisingly bad at understanding money. $100 spent once feels painful. $10 spent 10 times feels harmless. Even though mathematically, your bank account is equally disappointed. This is why small expenses are dangerous. Not because they're large, because they're invisible. You don't notice them individually, but your account balance notices every single one. The lesson: financial success isn't just about earning more. It's about paying attention. And attention is something Financial Rookie was in short supply of. The next month, Rookie tried something radical. He made a plan before spending his money. A shocking development. Every dollar received a job. Some went to bills. Some went to savings. Some went to fun. And for the first time, Rookie knew where his money was supposed to go, instead of wondering where it had gone. Funny how that works. Money didn't magically solve itself, but things improved. Not because Rookie earned more, because Rookie paid attention, and that may be the most valuable financial skill of all. Financial Rookie survived his first paycheck. Barely. He lost some money, learned some lessons, and discovered that keeping money is significantly harder than spending it. But unfortunately, his financial adventures are just getting started, because next week, Financial Rookie creates his first budget, a document filled with optimism, dreams, and completely unrealistic expectations. Can Rookie stick to a budget for an entire month, or will temptation once again emerge victorious? Subscribe before Financial Rookie makes another financial mistake. And we'll see you in the next mistake.